Caucasians couldn't have built America.
It's impossible.
Physically impossible.
Well, it's the same. See, the same thing happened in down in Haiti as well too. They brought over people that were lighter, that were white.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say white. I want to say that they had lighter pigment because they brought over Spaniards too. Mm-hmm. They were whiter in pigment because they were white, pretty much in pigmentation, and they couldn't make it. So they had to the fact that your biology wouldn't allow for you to be a slave is a privilege.
That's a privilege. That is definitely a privilege. I don't know how else to slice it to you guys. That's just what it is. And maybe, I'm gonna go on the left turn because then I was told that American slavery wasn't about race. It was just economics.
That's it. That's really what they were, bro. That's from my reading. It was not about economics. Period. Because you looking at me like
no. I'm with you. I'm with you. Because it wasn't until I had this conversation, and it was with a white man, and he explained to me how it wasn't a sense that the white man hated darker pigment people. It was more so leverage. Yes, darker skinned people live in hot places, basically. So Africa is hot year round. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's hot year round. In December, I know it gets up to 80.
Yeah.
I know it does, right? So if I have a goal and I know that it's going to take, long hours outside to do this type of work, I'm going to look for people who are used to working outside for long periods of time.
Yeah.
These people look like the Native Americans, Mexicans, Africans.
All of us.
All of us.
But this is the thing. The fact that we went and looked for people that don't look like us.
We didn't look for anybody.
I'm talking about I'm third person. I'm talking about Caucasian people. Right?
Yeah, because I'm not. I'm not grouping myself.
I'm not trying to group my. That's not the intent.
Yeah.
But you are. I can see you.
Yeah.
I can see Josh demeanor right here. Like, hey,
that definitely didn't sit well with me. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Don't include me.
Don't include me.
But now the fact that everything started with that thought made everything else after that a privilege.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Definitely.
Because this is not an excuse. These are just facts and truth.
Just facts. I understand.
The thing is, once that happened, it changed the next 400 years.
Yeah.
So now everything between that, you had a 400-year head start on life.
First,
economically,
you were handed $1 million business for 400 years. Miss me, bro. Miss me, please. When we talk about economic disparities,
and we didn't go deep into that, but we'll say that because
we just
this whole podcast
we grazed them
because that's a whole podcast in itself.
The very tip of it.
That's a whole podcast in itself. Let's get to this last one, number 3, because we got representation, economics. This last one could cover education.
Yeah, I dare to say the education.
You want to do education next, or do you think mental health?
Ooh, that's an even better one.
You didn't have to.
Mental health.
And you know what? This mental health part, I want y'all to get this. There's something called PTSD.
Yeah.
Which is post-traumatic
stress disorder.
Mm-hmm. But there's also another PTSD. It's called post-traumatic slave disorder.
Yep.
And the trauma throughout our community. I want y'all to this slavery shit is in our DNA.
It literally.
I don't think people understand how DNA works, but you can code it.
You can code.
You can code DNA, and you can do it 2 ways. You can do it genetically, which is you
like going inside the DNA and actually altering it,
or you can code it based on the environment. So this is a well known fact. You have nature versus nurture.
Yeah,
but you can code DNA based on 2 factors. If in my DNA, let's say, for instance, right now, everyone, I'm holding in my hand a black cord, and this black cord has remnants of a whip.
Yeah.
When I see this black cord, I'm going to have a traumatic experience just based on me seeing this black cord.
Black cord.
People, what do you think police officers are? Trauma's still going on right now.
Let me tell you this. It was a quick story, man. I was up in Jonesboro, Arkansas, right after I graduated high school. I had made this friend. His name was Scotty. Scotty was he was a good dude. He was funny, man. Scotty was he was a white dude from, I forget where Scotty was from, but anyway. Me and Scotty, we were driving around Jonesboro, Arkansas, probably at a time that we probably shouldn't have been driving around Jonesboro, Arkansas. We were probably doing some things that we probably shouldn't have been doing. But anyway, we got pulled over, right? Blue lights. Automatically, I'm panicking.
You're afraid.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Right? So like, and I literally remember my heart. I can feel my heart beating faster.
Out of your chest.
I can feel, my nerves getting, I'm getting shaky, right? Because I have a negative association with police.
Period.
Police anyway.
But
Scotty,
we talking about your
Scotty was cool, calm, collected. You hear me? I mean, this dude is still cracking jokes. He's like, yeah, man, just like, and I'm laughing about it because he was so flippant about the situation. It's like, yeah, just stash the weed somewhere. Oh yeah, just put that in my glove compartment. Like, this is a regular thing for him. So the officer comes up. Of course, he's a white guy. Officer Cross. I still remember him. He comes up. It's like, hey, how you doing? I'm in the passenger seat, understand? Their rapport totally different than had me and Scotty switched seats. All right, so from the outside looking in, you would think Scotty had known Officer
for 20 years.
For 20 years,
like he knew their daddy, mama, all them. That's a privilege, people.
Officer Cross is like, hey, where you? He ducked his head in the car and he saw me. Okay,
everything changed.
I saw a switch in his whole demeanor. He
everything.
Said, hey, where are you guys headed?
That's the question they ask us all the time.
Where are you headed?
First of all, it's none of your business.
It's Jonesboro, Arkansas. We're not headed to too many places. Okay? But we're either coming to or going to the campus or going away from the campus, right?
That's a privilege.
So he's like, where are you all headed? Scotty didn't blink, didn't bat an eye. Oh, we're just out cruising.
See, we out cruising, bro.
First of all, just out cruising would never cross my mind.
For us?
It would never, like me saying, oh, officer, I'm just out cruising. The next thing's out of the officer mouth, please step out of the vehicle. Why? Because I'm deeming even, and I know I probably can't prove it, but I know inherently in policemen's training, they are trained to demonize black and brown people. I know it is. There's no other explanation.
Period. Mental health, bro. Mental health. Your story just showed the parallel between a person who is experiencing life through privilege, and a person who's experiencing life through fear.
Yeah.
If I was listening to Rhapsody the other day.
Yeah.
Rhapsody said this, and I'm paraphrasing pretty much in her run-on verses. Mm-hmm. She said that it was a little kid's voice on the end of one of her songs, and the voice was, she said, we teach our kids not to fear police officers at schools. Mm-hmm. And a kid asked, Mommy, why do I have to be afraid of the policeman? I want you, these are kids. So we have to teach our kids this shit twice. We have to teach our kids, number one, that the police is supposed to protect and serve you. But then on the back end, we got to say, also fear the police. Do y'all realize?
First,
from a mental health standpoint.
Okay.
That's confusing as hell.
As black, and this is just my opinion. This is my stance on the situation. Y'all can take it however you want, but never should it cross a black or brown mother's or father's lips to tell their child that the policeman is out to protect and serve.
But they taught that at school, though.
No. Damn school.
But I'm just letting you know.
Hear me out. I understand. I'm at school for 8 hours. I live this shit at home.
Yeah, but you ain't at home just as much, bro.
Listen. Never should it cross our lips that the policemen are out to protect and serve us. You feel me? If we teach our kids the truth, stop adding to the lie.
I get that. No.
Stop stuffing the lie.
I'm with you on that. But at school, the kids are taught that police officers are nice, friendly people.
I understand that.
But at home, there's confusion. Like, we're talking about privilege right now. Yep. It's a privilege for you not to be confused.
Yeah.
And for when you see the police, they are who
they are, who you taught, or who you taught them. Yeah.
At home, it's a privilege to have a different I just want people to understand that when you have systematic oppression, it's no longer about trying to look at individualized behavior to try to point at to say, no, this was wrong. No. You got to understand, the system is wrong.
The system is wrong.
Period. It's a privilege for you not to have a discussion with your child that the police officer may kill you. When you get 13 and 14, don't be too aggressive. I was at an event today. There was a police officer, a black police officer there telling him, look, so you can save your life, put your hands like this on the steering wheel. I promise you they not having know how to engage a police officer thing with white kids. You go up to Pulaski Heights, they not teaching that. I promise, because you go up the street to Catholic, they're not teaching that. But we got to teach it to our kids so they can live. Why? That's a privilege. Why? That's a privilege.
It's systematic. There's no way in blue hell that we can have these type of disparities, and also just differences of the law of just the law. People, we're talking about the law itself, and it not. You know what? I would be more inclined to appease the notion of willful ignorance, or try to skate it across if it wasn't so apparently premeditated. Because there's how else do you like come to this type of situation and it not be inherently malicious? Because if I'm creating a law and my sole intent is to protect everybody, I will put verbiage in there that covers everybody.
Well, you do. This thing is this is where the systematic part gets like messed up a little bit. They do include the verbiage to include everybody, but it's just not us. You understand? That's confusing. That's confusing.
Well, that's what I'm
saying. You said the verbiage to include everybody. They do,
but we can't. How can we have verbiage that includes everybody but not somebody? Huh? That don't make sense. Either first is wrong or the second is wrong.
And this is why we're going to have a part 2 to this. Man. Only because now we got to get into... If you think we have to have a part 2 for privilege? Because bro, we just got to the surface.
Privilege is malicious in its intent.
This is surface, Josh.
It's application. Yes, we're going to have a part 2. This is the surface. I promise we are.
I haven't even delved into the details of it because I'm distracted a little bit. But we just scratched. This is a scratch.
This is a minute scratch.
This like when you get your nails done and the nail person give you a little scratch on your nail and they go back. We can fix that.
We can polish that up.
And that's how they polish privilege.
We ain't polishing this.
They polish privilege to make it seem like it's not.
But now the first one we named, economics. Now we're in a situation to where now racism don't even have to be about race. Now they can just be discriminatory based on economic status.
Oh, absolutely. And we're gonna end it with
We're gonna end it on that.
Hey, right? This is KD Young.
This is Josh Rucker.
We love you.
Peace.